Hi, you guys. I'm coming to you guys right now in a state of rejoicing. Now, I'm going to explain why. I've been posting my the dreams and visions that the Most High gives me for a few years now. And some of them over the last year or so, I was somewhat unclear. And today, I was laying down and it suddenly came to me. I saw that there are 3,000 police officers in New York that, have called out with the coronavirus. I saw that I think the German Prime Minister of Finance or the Minister of Finance or something has committed suicide. Um, I'm coming to tell you guys, this is not so much why I'm rejoicing. I'm going to tell you why I'm rejoicing. If you go back in my videos, I let me say, yesterday I was going to do a live, but I decided to just record. The other day I said I had a dream that I was walking somewhere and I went to a bridge and this panther this panther was walking and he was off the leash, and this man that looked like he was Indian had a red leash for this panther, right? But he wasn't on the leash for some reason. And then he put the panther on the leash and the panther was with him. Now, if you think maybe a few months ago, I made a video of me dreaming about this panther where I was walking down the street and this Gentile Caucasian woman was looking back at me like she was afraid of me, like I was going to rob her or something crazy. And she started walking really fast. And I just ignored her. And I looked over to the right and I saw this huge black panther. And I looked further down the street and there was another huge black panther. And before I could even respond, the black panther to the right came charging me. And I roared at the panther. And then he backed away. He bowed down and backed away from me. And I went somewhere and jumped up a balcony. And I went into a house. And I saw the light from a television down a dark staircase. But I didn't go down the staircase. Now, it looks like I had another dream with the panther, but I don't remember. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I had that dream a few months ago and I didn't really understand. First, let me say this. After I roared at that panther and he bowed down and backed away from me, he ran after the Gentile woman and he ate her. He bit her, ripped her to shreds, right? I had a dream the other night. And it was about this panther again, this huge black shiny panther. But this time, the panther was not on me. The panther wasn't there for me, just like last time. That was my last time having to deal with that panther. The panther had been turned on that woman. This time in the dream, the panther was off a leash. And then this man, this Indian-like man, not a Native American, I mean like a man from India. It was a man that looked like he was from India, like an Asian type man. He put the panther came and kind of leashed itself to the red leash that this man was holding. Now, I understand and I know exactly what that leash means, I think. Now, the other day I made a video that I had a dream. No, I had a dream, and then when I woke up I had a vision of all of these paired frogs. It was a bunch of paired frogs, male and female frogs together in a goo or a plastic or some type of clear cellophane type something. It was like a laboratory experiment, and I felt like those were plagues. I feel 100% certain that the dream that I had where the panther came and roared at me but then backed away was the turning of the tide. I think the panther was the curses that have been on the Israelites. And that curse turned around and ran after that Gentile and destroyed her immediately. Now the other day, when I dreamed about the panther again, this time, once again, the panther was not on me. He wasn't after me. He attached himself to the leash of this Asian or Indian man. This panther is no longer upon us. It has now been turned, and all those curses have been unleashed on the Gentiles now. I'm telling you, this just came to me. I've been wondering. I've been praying for interpretation of certain things, and I was waiting. I think now I realize why I didn't get it until now. Because I wasn't supposed to say anything until now. I wasn't supposed to let it out, let it go, reveal anything. It was supposed to be as it was, a complete shock to the earth. I really believe that this virus is going to take out a major amount of people, but it's not for us. It's for the Gentiles. Now, this may sound harsh. It is what it is. I'm telling you, I understand now what that panther was about. The panther turned away from me and jumped onto the Gentile. Now that panther is leashed to the Gentiles. That red leash was for blood. I know it was. I'm 100% certain. That's why I noticed the leash was so red. Now that panther belongs to them. And it's going to eat them alive the same way it's been eating us alive for a very long time. So I'm rejoicing because the wickedness and the curses have been lifted up off of our heads. It's not on us anymore. Just like that. Just like that. It's over. So I say I'm coming to you guys. I was in a period of where I was concerned. I was in a period of wondering what's going on. And I've had a realization that life is never going to be the same again. But that's a good thing. But again, I'm coming to you guys and rejoice because the Most High has now allowed me to see full circle what is happening. There was another dream I had about a year ago where I had been being held in a small house in the courtyard of this mansion. And when I got out of the small house, I went into inside the mansion, and there were these I'm not going to say what type of people, but they're not Israelites. They were inside this mansion having a party. And I put my back against the wall and kind of snuck out of the party without being seen because they were all like dazzled and mesmerized by their clothes and all of these expensive vases and things like that. They were doing something like an auction or something. I got out. I ran across the yard. I jumped over the fence and I ran across the street. And suddenly the feeling of being nervous or unsure or uncertain was removed from me. I looked back and there was a Gentile, a Caucasian. He had been running across the grass as well. He was climbing the wall. When he climbed the wall and got down to the sidewalk, he tried to follow me crossing the street as I had. Now when he did, this van came and plowed him to bits and drug him way up the road, and it never stopped. It just kept on going immediately. All that being said to say, I'm telling the Israelites right now that I've been talking to, the things that the Most High has been showing me, the curses, as far as I see right now, the curses are no longer on us. That Black Panther was what was following me around. That Black Panther is no longer attached to me. That Black Panther is now attached to them. So the curses are no longer on us. The curses are now on the Gentiles. So I'm thankful that we've been released. I'm going to keep on praying and, try to do better and do my best, to work everything out. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have had any dreams or visions, let me know. I also had a dream the other day about those 3 birds coming into my house, and I tried to get them out of the house and they wouldn't go out of the house. It was a bright blue and green, like a metallic looking hummingbird, bird that was like a neon green or yellow and black. And then another bird that was white with like black circles around his eyes. I feel like that was a very good indicator of what's coming. It was like a protection or something. And they flew into baskets inside the house and like they just lived there. So I feel that, and in that same dream, I was in the house of some Greek bodybuilder. In the same dream, his mother climbed up a ladder and handed me his supplies or his resources. So the resources that were meant for, that she was bringing for the Greek, was actually handed over to me. I received that. And the mother knew that the son was not going to get that. She had like an annoyed look on her face because she knew it was over. So I'm telling you guys, there's about to be major changes coming about right now. It's going to happen very fast. As you see, you've never seen anything like this before. I know I haven't. Again, I just want to let you guys know, if you look back through my videos, you'll see where I was talking about that panther that was like came for me, then he went for the Gentile. And just the other day I made another video where it was that Panther again that was on this leash, and I didn't understand. Now I understand. All right, thank you guys. Please comment, let me know what you think. If you have any interpretations, if you've been having any dreams or visions. I've been having other dreams and visions as well. I haven't posted them all. I've been forgetting some of them when I wake up, but I know that's because they're not supposed to be released. When the time comes, then they'll be brought back to my memory by the Holy Spirit. So all right, thank you guys. I just want to tell you I'm rejoicing right now. I'm thankful that the curse, I was concerned and in a different spot, but I realize now the curses have been taken off of me. The curses have been removed from us. The curses have now been put on the hand of the Gentiles, and there's no way out of it at this point. That's just what I think. That's been what I've received right now. I'm thankful to get that, and if you guys have any questions, let me know.